Breaking news, out of Pittsburgh, a rising star is finally stepping into the spotlight. The Steelers may have just unlocked the hidden weapon that could change everything for their offense this season. For the first time in his career, wide receiver Calvin Austin III isn't just filling in, he's stepping into a starting role. The Steelers are counting on him to deliver big plays if they want to push deep into the playoffs. But before we dive deeper into this major update, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss the latest NFL breaking news. Now let's move on to the story. Austin's journey has been anything but easy. He had to wait his turn, fight through setbacks, and now, finally, his moment has arrived. At 26 years old, he's entering the season as the clear number 2 wideout on the depth chart, right behind DK Metcalf. Think about his path. In 2022, he lost his entire rookie year to a foot injury. In 2023, what was essentially his first year on the field, he barely saw opportunities, just 1 start and 30 total targets. But by 2024, the tide began to shift. His production jumped to 36 catches for 548 yards, showing flashes of the speed and explosiveness that made the Steelers believe in him. And now, in 2025, Pittsburgh isn't hiding him anymore. They're unleashing him. Each season, Calvin Austin has quietly climbed the ladder, earning more trust, more snaps, and showing flashes of the playmaker he can truly become. Think about it, posting 548 yards while rotating in as a 4th or even 5th option. That's not just good, that's impressive. And now, with a full-time role as the Steelers' number 2 receiver, his ceiling just got a whole lot higher. But this year isn't just about opportunity, it's about timing. Austin is entering a contract year, and the stakes couldn't be bigger. If he produces, he's not just helping the Steelers solve their long-standing hole at wide receiver. He's setting himself up to get paid like a true starter in this league. For 2 straight off-seasons, all the chatter around Pittsburgh has been the same. Who's going to be the number 2? Do they need to trade for one? Sign a free agent? The doubts have been loud, and Austin has heard every single one of them. And let's be honest, critics haven't been kind. At 5'7", many say he's simply too small to handle the responsibility of being a top receiver on a playoff team. They see him as a gadget player, a slot option, maybe a number 3 or number 4 at best. But this season, Austin has the chance to silence those voices once and for all and prove that size doesn't limit greatness. Calvin Austin is stepping into this season with the confidence and skill set to finally take on that role, and he's more dangerous than many realize. His game isn't one-dimensional. He's quick enough to turn a short pass into a highlight play, but also sharp enough in his routes to create separation deep downfield. The numbers from last season don't tell the full story. Yes, he was only targeted 58 times, but if you watch the film closely, the picture changes. Time after time, he found space, shook off defenders, and was wide open, yet the ball never came his way. With consistent trust from his quarterback, those missed opportunities could have easily translated into a 1,000-yard season. That's what makes Austin so intriguing. He's not just speed. He's a technician with his routes, and when defenses have to respect a receiver who can score from anywhere on the field, it changes the entire dynamic of an offense. Pairing that with DK Metcalf's presence on the other side means defenses are forced to pick their poison, and that's where Austin can do the most damage. And let's not overlook the quarterback factor. With Aaron Rodgers leading this offense, trust is everything. If Rodgers believes in you, he'll find you. And for Calvin Austin, that trust could be the key to unlocking his role as Pittsburgh's most overlooked weapon, one that might not stay hidden for long. Calvin Austin has become the Steelers' hidden card for a reason. On one hand, plenty of fans and analysts still doubt him. On the other, an untimely preseason injury kept him completely off the field, meaning nobody truly got to see what he looks like as a starter. No preseason reps, no test runs. He's stepping straight into the season untouched, fresh, and ready to prove himself when the lights are brightest. And here's where the narrative gets interesting. Because of his size, many have labeled him a slot-only receiver, assuming his game won't translate anywhere else. But the film says otherwise. At Memphis, Austin wasn't just running short routes over the middle. He was dominating as an outside receiver, stacking up over 1,000 yards in back-to-back seasons while burning defenses deep. He showed he could line up anywhere and still be a nightmare to cover. That's the part most critics miss. Austin isn't locked into one role. He can shift inside when needed, but he also has the skill set and speed to play outside, stretch the field, and force defenses to adjust. This season, Pittsburgh plans to use him in both spots, slot and wide, making him unpredictable, versatile, and far more dangerous than the label of a small receiver suggests. Calvin Austin is more than just a role player. He's the kind of weapon who can line up anywhere in any formation and still create chaos for a defense. That versatility is exactly what makes him Pittsburgh's hidden gem heading into 2025. Every season, there's always one player who bursts onto the scene and leaves fans saying that was his breakout year. For the Steelers, Austin has all the ingredients to be that guy if he stays healthy and gets the chance to play a full schedule. And the timing couldn't be more critical. With George Pickens traded away, DK Metcalf naturally steps into the spotlight as the number one. But the big question has been, who takes over as the reliable number two? The easy answer might be to chase a free agent or swing a trade. But the truth is, Pittsburgh already has the solution in-house, Calvin Austin. What makes his rise even more meaningful is the journey behind it. From the day he was drafted, Austin's talent was undeniable. Blazing speed, sharp route running, and big playability that stood out on his college tape. The problem? Opportunity never fully came his way. He had to wait, fight through injuries, and prove himself in limited snaps. Last year, we saw glimpses of what he could do with more chances. This year, the door is finally wide open. It's a story of resilience. At just 5'7", Austin has had to battle doubters at every level of football. Now he's standing on the edge of the biggest opportunity of his career, one that few players his size ever get. And if he delivers, the Steelers won't just have found their number two receiver, they'll have uncovered a star who redefines expectations. This is the moment Calvin Austin has been waiting for, and now it's up to him to seize it. The Steelers don't need another hype piece or a long list of what-if players. They need someone who can step onto the field and deliver. And Austin has the chance to do exactly that. Yes, Pittsburgh has other names worth mentioning, rookies like Yahya Black or Roman Wilson, who both bring talent and excitement. But the difference with Austin is clear. He's already battled through injuries, faced the doubts, and still managed to climb his way into a prime opportunity. While Wilson is fresh and untested, Austin has scars, experience, and the hunger that comes from being overlooked. This season, he's not just fighting for snaps, he's fighting to prove he belongs as a starter in the NFL. If he shines, the Steelers might finally have the perfect complement to DK Metcalf. If he stumbles, the team could be forced back to the drawing board, searching once again for a reliable number two. So the question is simple. Will Calvin Austin rise to the challenge and cement himself as Pittsburgh's breakout star of 2025? Or will the doubts that have followed him finally catch up? Either way, one thing's certain, his story is one of the most intriguing to watch this season.